Now, from your Weather Authority, Chief Meteorologist Wayne Hart.
Last Friday night, we only had a couple of football games. It was raining. We had the wind from Helene, but a week later, we've got perfect weather, and this dry, beautiful weather will continue for the foreseeable future. It may be another 1 to 2 weeks before we see any kind of significant rain. But certainly on the warm side this afternoon, highs were generally in the mid-80s, and we'll get a little bit warmer than that tomorrow and Sunday before a dry cold front comes through Sunday afternoon, and that will get everything back to normal just in time for the Westside Nut Club Fall Festival. Not expecting any rain, as I mentioned, in the foreseeable future, so live Doppler radar will stay quiet. Nothing but blue skies today across the area as we look off to the west side where preparations continue for the Fall Festival, which gets underway for some on Sunday and then for everyone on Monday. And just looks like a fabulous week out there, and not a lot of variety in the weather once we get into next week, which is probably a good thing. 66 right now over a dew point of 58. The winds are calm and temperatures now are falling through the low to mid 60s, really mid to upper 60s. We do have a little warmer at Owensboro at 70, Henderson a little cooler at 62, but we should wind up in general between about 55 and 60 degrees. Warmer than last night, anywhere from 3 to 11 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago. That's the case in Fairfield right now. Evansville, 6 degrees warmer than we were last night at 10 o'clock. So we actually have a little front that washed out just south of the river. We saw a little bit of a wind shift, but now all eyes are once again on the Gulf of Mexico, where we have an area of low pressure back here in the southwestern part of the Gulf, and now it looks like conditions will be favorable for this to turn into a tropical depression over the weekend as it interacts with a stalled front right across the heart of the Gulf of Mexico. Could become a tropical storm later in the weekend, early next week, but right now, if it were to intensify into a tropical storm, it more than likely would take aim for central Florida. That would be the biggest concern at this point. Doesn't look like it will become a major hurricane like Helene was, and it does not look like it would move northward and impact the areas that are still recovering, obviously, up in the western Carolinas. But certainly all eyes will be on that down in Florida. I mean, Tampa kind of got hit on the coast there from Helene, and they could get another significant system here, though not as strong as Helene, as we watch this unfold over the next few days. Not a lot to watch back here in the tri-state. You can see the scattered clouds up to the north. That front did make it through Evansville. We got a light north wind, but it's not going to have any impact on the temperatures. So more of the same over the weekend with mostly sunny skies for your Saturday, which will be a touch warmer than today. Forecasting highs in the mid, maybe upper 80s, generally 86 to 87 for the metro. A little warmer off to the southwest. A warm Saturday night on the way. We'll just fall through the 70s during the evening. Our overnight lows in the low to mid 60s. Sunday, the cold front comes through in the afternoon. It looks like it's going to clear Evansville by about 1 or 2 p.m. So you actually feel the humidity falling off later in the afternoon. Not that it's going to be all that high, but you notice a little bit. And then as the front pushes into western Kentucky, maybe some scattered clouds down there, but it will be a dry front, but a strong one. We'll get temperatures back to normal just in time for the Fall Festival on Monday with highs in the mid 70s. But overnight tonight, a bit on the mild side, mainly clear, 56 to 60 for the low, then mostly sunny and very warm tomorrow, but not too humid, 85 to 88 for the high. A little bit warmer on Sunday as the front comes through in the afternoon, a breezy 87, but look at next week. Sunshine throughout the entire week with normal high temperatures in the mid 70s, maybe getting a degree warmer each day, but we only go from 73 Monday to 77 on Friday. We could flirt with 80 for the final day of the festival next weekend, but certainly no chances of rain this year. NASA says they have captured footage of the most powerful solar flare from the sun since 2017. Now, solar flares are powerful bursts of energy which can impact radio communications, electric power grids, navigation signals, and pose risks to spacecraft and astronauts. The NOAA Space Weather Prediction Center issued a G3 level geomagnetic storm warning for this weekend. And if the forecasts are correct, people as far south as perhaps Indiana and even Oregon could get a glimpse at the northern lights. Now, I've been looking at the latest, what we call K-index, and it's not quite high enough to see an aurora this far south tonight. So if we're going to see it, our better chances will be tomorrow night. We'll keep an eye on that. So we saw quite a display back early in the spring, And this is a big storm. Everything has to time out just right, though, for it to get this far south for us. But at least skies will be clear, so something to look up for after we enjoy these beautiful days over the weekend.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right. Keep us updated.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Wayne.